spoke, and he was somebody that I could speak on the phone for hours. And me being an Aries, I have a tendency when I have feelings for someone, or I'm upset with someone, or I don't like someone, I have a tendency to tell everyone, to tell the person, not everyone. And sometimes it's best to keep things to yourself. So I, through a bit of being jealous, I was having a breakdown, and I expressed how I felt to him, which I think was the dumbest thing to do. Because it made it seem like I wanted to be in a relationship with him right now. And it's like, no. I just wanted to know that I had the opportunity to be in a relationship. Not now, but the door was open, that was a possibility. And of course, he said, no, we're just friends, and so and so and so and so. And that just crushed me because I just the way it happened, and the feelings, I kept saying, no, man, no. This is different. This is different. And I know, and I did feel like there was a connection with him that he may not wonder. I did feel that. That could be all in my head. That he might have thought, no, this guy. I don't know. I did feel like there was that might have been a little spark, just something. And so that really, I remember calling my sponsor crying. And I freaked out on a group text, because that was just in my head. And he was like, maybe you need to pull back and this and that. I was like, yeah. Like, I was crying. I'm a grown-ass man. I was crying. Not because of what he said, but just because it just didn't leave a possibility. It felt like it didn't leave a possibility that door was closed. And so we went to Florida, because I asked him to come to Florida with me. Jacksonville, we went, and he was just spectacular. Just he's great with my family that I haven't seen in so long. He was funny. We got to know each other. I learned a lot more stuff about him, and nothing I learned about his struggle, health issue, anything. I just remember being in the car with him, like, I can love you forever. You and all your imperfections. Because to me, they're just perfect. There's many times we would be driving to some of my kin folks were going to the beach, and we'd just be talking and laughing. We talked about God and all this stuff, and I tried not to allow myself to fall deeper and deeper in love with the guy, but it was so hard. And then I had to deal with my jealousy that I had to keep in check, because to see who the kind of guys he liked, and this and that, heard about the guys he'd been talking to and hooking up, and one thing, and I was just hearing all this stuff, and what I saw, and all of it was like, these guys aren't going to bring out the best in you. They're not going to even have the interest in bringing out the best in you. They're tapped in on that low frequency, or that frequency that you feel that you're not good enough, and that sex frequency where you think that's all you have to offer is your sex. And so they were all on that frequency, and that frequency would eventually turn on him, because it wasn't a higher frequency that was going to uplift him and make sure that he shines. Not just, what I mean by he shines, like both parties were going to shine, but someone that he can grow with, and that would shine for him, and that other person would shine for him, and he would shine for the other person, and they would grow, and there'd be a light that would lift each other and bring out the best of each other. Not all the time, because people are human. People have their angers and issues. But 99% of the time, whatever the issues were, bad or negative, at the end, it would always bring out the best. Both of them. That's up to me. And those guys didn't do that. And to know that I have to sit there and just watch him kiss a lot of frogs and be jealous, because, they get the chance to bid for his heart. They get the chance to go after his heart. they get the opportunity to love him. And I won't. So that was that was that was tough. And I thought after we got back, I was going to make these changes. I start pulling away, but something was like, no. Just keep your feelings to yourself and just be the best friend. Don't give up so easy. So I'm like, okay. So I didn't make any changes. We talk about the gym. We both love the gym. We like the same movies. There's a lot of things about us that are similar. And I've always said, I remember praying to God about the perfect man I want. I would pray to him and say, I want a man that's just like me in a sense. I mean, the same likes. I like working out. He's funny. He's got a great personality. He knows how to be the star in the room. Just like me, although I've been dealing with anxiety. And I don't mind letting him shine. Yeah, and so so I said we got the floor was great. I mean, I didn't make any changes. I still talk to him about the gym and other comments. We make funny. Yeah. I showed pictures to my best friend, and my best friend was like, "Oh, he's cute. Oh my God, y'all will make a beautiful couple." And he never said stuff like that. And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "No, y'all will make a really." He's like, "I can see that." And I was like, "Don't say that," because he knows that, and it's not a crush. It's not a crush. It's not a crush. I love at first sight. And the more I learn about him, the more I see him strive and do better. And the more I see him, I'm just in awe. And I know if he stayed the course, he's going to be a light to the people that he comes in contact with. A real force of nature. I just hope whoever he loves and who loves him, they appreciate that and they see that they have a really special gem. Really special guy. And it's so hard, to know that because it's like I can't even think about dating anymore, going on a date, or even having sex with someone. Because anytime I think about having sex, I'm thinking about him. I'm just like, okay, I can't have sex because if I'm have sex, hook up with someone, and the whole time I'll be wishing it was him. So I'm like, that's not even. I'm not fake that way. So I was like, okay. So I'm like, I'm not even hooking up. I'm not even looking at anyone else in the rooms or in the streets because I can't do anything because right now I don't want to do anything. But I also know I have to let these feelings run their course. Because this is not the first time that I liked someone and they rejected me. This is the story. This is the story of my life. But this one is still a little different. Something tells me this is a little different. And something that my best friend told me was, don't give up so quick. I was like, what? And he usually don't. He's very reserved. And he usually don't. And he was like, don't. I told him, he was like, yeah. Listen, man, don't give up so quick. Just be patient. Be patient. Just be there for him. And so I have this thing to where, not straight guys cater to women or, courtship. So I have these things that I like to do that I am doing. It's not ego, but I am doing them to stand out. I am doing them to stand out, to build memories that they may not work for me, they may not, but in the long run, they may not work for me for an intimate connection, but they would be good for friendship. So it's a win-win situation. So definitely, we're planning another trip to Hawaii with a group of friends. I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that plays out. And I want to do another trip to Florida because we're both working on our bodies. I work out a lot. He works out a lot. We have nice bodies, but we want them to get better. So, I sent him flowers for the trip for going. He was such a great guy. Did him 2 dozen of roses, assorted roses. And then for him celebrating a year, I got him a gift basket of chocolate and all kinds of different chocolates. He got 2. So I'm already thinking to put him on my Christmas list with my friends and stuff. Something for Halloween. Just stuff to, just stuff to set myself apart. It may not ever happen, but at least when he thinks about our friendship, it'd be some cool memories and some stuff that maybe other guys hasn't done for him before. So, yeah. So, so how do you move on? How do you move on? When do you move on? So, yeah, I don't know. I know that when I speak to him and everything, I get super excited. When he returns my text, I'm excited. I wake up and have a text that says good morning. Yeah. Feelings are scary. Feelings are really, really scary. They're scary. And you don't know what's going on or how to. Hold it. Yeah. To get up and see some little break. It was a little nuisance of a cat who seems to go out and then 2 seconds later he wants to come back in. The neighbors or something's happening outside. Late at night, I need to go to bed. So I can get up, do my thing. I think I'll go to the gym. Tomorrow's Friday. So how do you move through that? When I have to let my feelings run their course. I know that. So I'm not going to even stress out about that. I'm just going to let them run their course, do what they have to do, and give it to the higher power. And just continue to be me. Just continue to be me and do me. Because that's the best thing. That's what I can do. So, yeah, I'm just going to be happy. So, I think we have to put this stuff in perspective. So, I'm keeping myself studying, doing what I need to do, being focused, and doing my best. Because that's all you can do.